10 things you should not do in New Zealand. Number 1, do not talk endlessly about Lord of the Rings. Yes, it was filmed here. Yes, it's amazing. And yes, Peter Jackson is something of a god. But don't assume that every Kiwi is obsessed with Lord of the Rings, because they aren't. Take it from me, as an English person who has been relentlessly asked about Harry Potter for 15 years, I feel their pain. Obviously, there's some incredible Lord of the Rings things to see here, if that's your thing. Mutta Mutta, where Hobbiton is, or Mount Doom down south, or any of the other endless bits of Lord of the Rings scenery. Obviously, it's incredible, but just do not assume that every Kiwi is a Lord of the Rings superfan. Number 2, don't brag about money. Don't brag about anything really, but especially not money. In New Zealand, they don't really do egos. They don't really do arrogance. You can be walking around Wellington City Centre and be walking past a multi-millionaire and not even notice. People are not flash with their cash here. It's not the Kiwi way. Number 3, this is an obvious one, so I won't go on about it for too long, but do not compare this country to Australia. They are friends, they have similarities, but they are entirely separate. Do not get them mixed up. Number 4, try not to go to Starbucks. New Zealand's coffee is utterly incredible, so you are wasting your money if you bother going to the large kind of chain coffee places, because in comparison, they are terrible. New Zealand coffee is amazing. The individual places, the independent branches, they are just mind-blowing. So go to them, not Starbucks. Number 5, don't be sensitive about Kiwi humour. Kiwi humour is all about banter, light bullying, taking the mickey a little bit. Don't take it to heart and don't be upset by it. If anything, if a Kiwi is being humorous towards you and, as I say, engaging in a bit of teasing, it's their way of showing they accept you. Number 6. Now this has 2 parts to it. Rugby. First part, if you find a Kiwi who loves rugby, don't try and outdo them on rugby knowledge. You will not win. I learned that the hard way. Part 2, not every Kiwi loves rugby. Just because they are the greatest rugby nation on earth and the All Blacks are the greatest rugby men's team ever does not mean that every New Zealander is obsessed with rugby. Number 7, one of my favourite things about New Zealand. Don't wait for the bill or the check. If you're in a restaurant, if you're in a cafe, when you've finished your food, just walk on up, pay, get out of there. No waiting around, it's brilliant. Obviously, if you're in a really fancy restaurant, likelihood is they will bring the bill over, but 9 times out of 10, just walk up, pay, and get gone. Brilliant. Number 8, don't litter. This is a big one. Seriously, take your litter home with you. New Zealand is fantastic when it comes to the environment, when it comes to everything eco-friendly, so don't litter. Whether you're camping, walking, having a picnic, whatever. Do not litter. Find a bin or take it home with you. Number 9, just a quick one, don't get tomato sauce confused with ketchup. That might not matter too much, but I've certainly never heard the end of it when I made that mistake. Tomato sauce is darker, ketchup is lighter, sweeter and more American. They are different things. Number 10, this shouldn't really even need to be said, but do not disrespect the culture. Look, nobody is expecting you to go out there and become fluent in Te Reo Māori and know every detail, but trust me, if you just put in a little bit of effort and research a little bit here and there, it will go a long way. Not only will it be appreciated by people here, but it will take your enjoyment and your understanding of New Zealand to a whole new level. Māori culture and Pacifica culture for that matter are utterly incredible. So do your research, do a bit of reading, and it will help you to enjoy this beautiful country so much more.